Hi everyone, I'm with Kiki from Liquid Lipo today. So we've been working together probably for around 6 months, but we did have a little bit of a break in between, didn't we?
We did indeed.
Where we were kind of rejigging things and reevaluating everything. So we've maybe done 4 or 5 months worth of campaign.
Yeah, I think 4 months is accurate for the amount of leads and conversions we've had. It's been really, really good.
Yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know, anybody that hasn't seen you out there on social media, just tell us a little bit about your business, about Liquid Lipo, the types of clinics that you work with.
Okay, so I am the founder and CEO of Liquid Lipo. We started off with one product. It was developed to help people dissolve fat from the skin topically, and it came out in lockdown. So it was really difficult to get into the clinics that I needed to get into. So we'd done 3 years research prior, checking it was subcutaneous fat, not water loss, because that was the pet hate I had about previous products. So my ideal market was people who already had machines, and we could exacerbate the results. And I knew coming out of lockdown, people might not want to invest into surgery or invasive procedures, and sometimes certain needle products don't reach where is needed. So I wanted something topical that was effective, and to help clinics get that footfall back into the clinic. So we've got 500 practitioners globally.
Right.
And a lot of them have clinics, but some of them support their clients from home. Maybe some of them have lost their clinics. So there's many ways you can do it. And we work with a few big aesthetic suppliers who sell our kits onto other clinics as well, which is really good. But we do ask they do training just so they can use the product most effectively.
Yeah, exactly. You need to know what you're doing as well when you're using the product, I suppose, to get the results that you want for your clients.
That's the most important thing about our company is we care about the results. Nothing else matters. As long as we get a result, we're winning.
Good. And what types of treatments does it work well with? So if somebody's already offering a treatment in clinic, what would it work well with?
The greatest things it works with is anyone who's doing radio frequency, cavitation, fat freezing, laser lipo, anything like that, because you literally put the gel on before you do the machine, and it makes the fat into a liquid state, which means ultrasound cavitation can travel more, and it's not blocked by big fat blockages, so the sound can transport better. And radio frequency, the electrocurrency, can actually tighten the skin better if it's not in a solid state. So liquid just helps transmit the machine's power better is probably the simplest way to say it without going into too many science terms. So people have found that they can reduce, say, a course of 6 to 8 sessions down to at least 4 by adding Liquid Lipo onto it. And also the clients can use it in home, because it's recommended you only do machines at most twice a week, whereas Liquid Lipo you can use every day.
Brilliant. And then if somebody hasn't got a machine, can they still use Liquid Lipo as a standalone product? As a standalone
This is the really, really good thing about it. I didn't have machines when we did the first 3,000 people. So it was literally just the gel and contour strapping. So whilst the gel went into the skin and the fat went to a liquid state before it left the lymphatic system, we used contour bandages to remodel, and they're about £10 for 4. So they're not it's an affordable way to do it. And clients can do it at home another 4 days, so they're not having to come back to clinic. Some of our clinics do a wrap and go. Some of them do a lifting, or, if someone's got a lot of loose skin, you want to use the bandages to reshape while the fat's liquid. So it's not just simply a bit of cling film, it's a bit more to it. But I'd say 40% of our business doesn't have machines, and they get really, really good results. And we work with a lot of holistic practitioners who don't want to use electricity. Sauna blankets are a really, really good, cheap and effective way. They have lights in them, infrared lights, that helps the lymphatic drainage. So by putting Liquid Lipo on and popping them into a lymphatic sauna, the client's just lying there for 45 minutes enjoying themselves.
No pain in that, is there? It's quite nice and relaxing. Good.
Yeah.
Amazing. So Obviously we've been running ad campaigns for you on social media to kind of get more clinics on board. What were you doing before? So how were people finding out about you before? Was it mainly word of mouth?
Yeah, word of mouth. I think a lot's changed though, as you know better than anyone, but clinics might have seen it as well with getting ads accepted to
Yeah.
boost is really, really difficult. So often I'd be paying out for ads that weren't accepted. Before and afters aren't allowed. So how do you showcase these real results? I had a way of posting in clinic groups. That was how I found most of my practitioners, posting in specific body contouring groups, aesthetics groups, and then word of mouth, because we have a referral scheme, was probably 50% of how we got our business. But if that your clinics aren't active and they offer a lot of treatments and they're not liquid lipo orientated all the time, we all learn new things all the time, that's impossible for them to recruit if they're not active. So I found we got a lot and then it sort of tapered off. So the ads really helped me reach people who already had machines and might be interested, rather than spamming people who would not want to offer this in their business or it wasn't suitable. And that's what I found the most amazing, to
Yeah.
reach people that would want to do and use my product.
Good. I suppose the good thing about running ads is you can be very targeted. You can target kind of people that have a clinic already. And obviously if they're filling out their details and saying that they're interested, you know that they're a genuine they're a genuine lead. They've said that they're interested. So over the last, I suppose, 4 or 5 months that we've been working together, I think we've had about over 1,000 inquiries into your brand, into your product, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Sometimes obviously it takes people a while because they want to do a bit of research on the product. They might want to try it first before they start using it in their clinic and recommending it to their clients, which is fair enough. But how many clinics have actually signed up for your training in that period of time?
29, which is huge for us. That's
Brilliant.
29 new areas, 29 new people engaging.
So you only work with one kind of clinic per area, don't you, really, so that they can maximize those benefits?
That is one thing I must say that has declined the conversion rate, which is not your fault or ours, but we only allow a certain area to do it. So we may have had a lot higher conversion rate. We had a lot of areas coming through with the same, but I like to keep committed to people and give them that time to start and build the business, because it's not good having three within 5 minutes of each other, because it's just going to become a competition, and then I'll be trying to train 3 people and really give them my guidance. It is better to have smaller areas but them do better things, I feel, so them understand the product more, than have hundreds that don't understand the mechanisms and don't care about the results. It's better to work with a few. So I think our conversion rate would have been more like 20%, not 5%, if we let anyone join, to be honest.
Well, that's really good. It's really good from the clinic's point of view that you're kind of looking after them, that nobody else in their
Absolutely. They're
area.
investing in us, so we want them to earn their profit back and their customers to get results.
But I suppose when somebody is kind of joined in with your brand and your company, obviously they get the support, but also, you know, it's not just not just coming for you for training. They're obviously repeat customers, you know, and they're constantly buying new products from you, depending on how proactive they are on the sales in terms of from their end. So yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
think
good.
it's a good thing about what you're doing for us, though, is we have a list of people who we might not have been able to allow in at the time, but we've already met them, had a conversation, they may have had a sample, and say in 3 months, because we give 3 months to just check people's targets and stuff, because from a business point of view, as much as we are a family, if someone's not performing in a large area, it means the message isn't getting out there. And we like to, when we get inquiries for complex cases, send people to that clinic. So if our customers can't access the clinics we're working with, we like to take on someone new who might be a bit more customer focused, but there's timelines and there's accountability, and there's not just, oh, you didn't perform that week, we're getting rid of you. You're always going to be able to buy the products and do the training, but we like to have sort of executives in each, at least, city that we know and trust can understand the products, and our clients who message us on the website can go to. So now we've got a database of people that we can contact again, and we always do say that, please do check back. But I think it's good to have loyalty to people who've invested.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's really good. So how do you think your business has changed since we've been running the ads for you, since we've been working together?
I'm a lot more organised. I think that's really, really fair to say. It's really hard running a business when you're doing a clinic, distributing products, and it can get a little bit overwhelming. So I think having that accountability of people, so you can spend a lot of time talking to people that, and I don't want to say time wasters because everything's a lesson, but people who maybe you can talk to them for 2 days and they're not suitable for the business, or they never really wanted to join. And by having you send me referrals that I phone, or Natalie phones, or Mandy phones, that really gives us that accountability. So I know who's coming in, who I've sent it to, and then we have a spreadsheet of everyone who we've contacted. And then if people aren't interested, we literally don't contact them again. So that's fair as well. People might click on and then it's not for them. There's no obligation. Sometimes we just have a phone call in the chat, let you know what we do. If it's suitable for you, great. Let's give you a sample, see how it works for you. Then we go from there. We're not really the hard sellers. You've got to want to work with us. So I think that's really, really good.
Well, I suppose having a steady flow of people coming through, a steady kind of lead flow of people coming through that's interested in your business kind of takes the pressure off a bit, because you know that you're constantly getting leads every day. You haven't got to think, right, okay, I need to go and post in that group, or I need to do that in order to kind of get those leads coming through. You kind of know that you've got a way.
You can't post in a lot of groups now, because there is a lot of spamming going on out there, and you know, this industry's changing, and I think Facebook's changed a lot as well. A lot of things don't get approved, and you know, the weight loss industry may change for the advertising about even having before and afters. And I understand you don't want to target people who have health problems and things like that, but as a business who's trying to help people with trapped fat in the skin, not necessarily fad diets or any like magical product, but something that removes fat from the skin, it's impossible to market your real results, and that's where you've helped. So you've got us that engagement, and I always recommend you to everyone, because the first question you see in the groups all the time, I can't get my ads approved.
Yes, I know. I'm going to put a post in there later, actually, because somebody was asking about before and afters. So just some other ideas in terms of what people can do to market fat loss products, because like you say, it's harder now, but
definitely.
you know,
and I think someone with your experience and your husband's, who've been there, done that, and worked with people who you've grown their product business for, it's more to me than marketing. It's putting me in front of people who I might not normally get seen by.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing with the ads, you will be put in front of people that you would never have been seen by before. So or it might take you longer,
or they might not. I think by you being such a big award-winning company as well, and supporting us helps our reputation. You know, you've seen the products yourself. Some of the clinics you've worked with before have joined through your recommendation. You've seen us grow from, I think, over the last 12 months, really, we've been talking. A lot's changed. The branding's got better. Things are always improving, and you've been there to support us.
Yeah, but most importantly, you've got something that actually works.
Yes.
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 So it makes their job a lot easier.
Yeah, that's always a bonus. And that's what the 3 years where I would have never brought anything out before knowing it worked.
Yeah, exactly. You're so passionate about your products and your business, and they actually work, that it's a dream to work with, actually.
Yeah, I'm infectious, as you say.
Exactly, you are. So we also implemented recently, actually, a bit of a follow-up system for you. So any kind of new inquiries that come through get followed up automatically with emails and messages. Do you find that that's helped, or has that made a difference?
Definitely time-wise, it's taken, I mean, you'll remember our very first campaign, we were inundated.
Yeah.
We were so inundated with messages, it was hard to manage, but we got there in the end. But we went from quite a quiet period to, like, I think it was 100 leads one day, and it was like, how do you contact all these people?
Yeah.
So having that follow-up system has helped. If I miss an email, for example, which does happen, you know, some of them go to spam, or I haven't seen the lead generator, or it's come through early hours. You know, we all try and work as hard as we can, but some inquiries come in the early hours, and if we've got 10 when we wake up, you might miss the odd one. So this means they're getting that follow-up without, and then they've got a real person to speak to, so they're not being spammed. It just gives them what it is they need to do, and having a downloadable brochure now has helped as well, because it's not us talking over and over the same thing. You've got all of that information in one place, you can quickly go through, and that's helped us as well, being more efficient and having all the information in one place.
Yeah, exactly. So at least, you know, if somebody's awake at night, they inquire about your information, at least they're getting that touch point straight away. So they feel like they've been acknowledged. And then they can speak to you, obviously, the next day.
And that's a problem in a business, especially with Facebook posts and all different types of social media. You can't always keep up with the comments. You don't always see them all. You're getting the most relevant and not every comment. So you can miss people. So I just wish people would click the learn more button. A lot of people comment and don't press the learn more
You know what
button.
though? They do, but by people commenting, it keeps it fresh, and it actually will push it to more people. And
That's really
getting
good.
more
I'm just
engagement.
like, please just, I promise we'll get in touch, because I don't want to give the information away on the post when people are taking time to fill out their information. So people will just tell us here. We'll know we want to, first of all, make sure if you're suitable, if your area is free. We don't want to, because if people just sign up for training and their area is not available, that means us giving a refund then. So we'd rather speak to them first. And
that's true. Yeah, that's fair enough. So the inquiries that you have spoken to, that you have been getting, how have you found the response? So have you found that the leads are good quality leads?
Yes, they really, really are. I'd say around 40% engage, which is massive.
That's huge.
So that's 40% of people that want to know about what you're doing. And even if the timing's not right for them, it's you putting the product in front of them. So when they see it online or someone asks them about it, that it's getting that information out there. So I'm really grateful that 5% have joined, you know, in 4 months. That's huge out of 1,000 leads.
It is for saying, you know, it's a commitment for them.
Timing, and I think unfortunately people still associate wraps with water loss, and there was a big lot of fads a few years ago, but I find once people, any of our conversions, 99% have had a sample. They've tried it themselves and love the product and joined, and that really works for us. And I'd rather them love it, try it with their own machines and go from there, because there's no point signing up to something then you're not being happy with it. So nearly everyone who joins the business tries it first. Argue with that then.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's good that you do that and you give them that option to be able to try it first, because it's a big commitment for them in terms of time. The time they want to be investing their time and kind of, you know, if they're using it on their clients, it's good that you give them the option to try it.
Of course, and once people will get their head around the product and they've done the training, some of their clients buy little home kits and they arrive wrapped. So not only is it adding an income to the business, but sometimes you think, oh, I've got to sit with that client for this amount of time and then do the machine. Once you know what gel your client needs, they can arrive wrapped and you've only got that half an hour on the machine. So you're back to your smaller time limit. We just always advise that first consultation, so you know which gel's suitable for the client and they know what's happening, what's going on, consultation forms. But then after that, they can just arrive all wrapped. They can jump
That's a
straight
really
onto
good idea, actually. Yeah, amazing. So for anybody that wants to find out a little bit more about Liquid Lipo, where can they go to? Where can they find more information?
Well, I feel like saying click the learn more button on one of our adverts. That would be
If
the
you
first
see, so if
place.
you see a Liquid Lipo advert, just click the learn more button. You're going to get as much information as you need.
Yep. Second best option, www.liquidlipointernational.com. We've got people on there who'll be able to help you straight away. If you just want to bypass us completely, you can go straight to our shop and download a free training brochure on our website. You can just straight away go and have a look what we do and see if it's
Brilliant,
suitable.
amazing. We'll put the link below this video as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No
Really
problem.
nice to catch up with you today, and I will speak to you soon.
Okay, thank you.